Hey, what's going on, you guys? In this video, we're going to be doing another quick production tip, this time talking about a genre of music, and that's trap. I get a lot of questions from students about how to create trap melodies. There's no one way to do it, but in my opinion, I found that there are some simple approaches you can take, especially if you're new to the keyboards, in terms of making these melodies for yourself. So a lot of people get trapped into a situation like this where they're looking at a Midi screen and they're writing these things in by hand, and they're not exactly sure where to take it and how to create these ideas. I'm going to show you a simple method for actually playing or writing them if you want in the piano roll for creating trap melodies. Let's get right into it. Okay, so here I have a keyboard sound. It's kind of a fluty sort of sound here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to play a C minor triad. So with the right hand thumb on the C, you could take the middle finger or index on the E flat, and the pinky or the ring finger is on the G. That's a basic C minor triad. Now, a lot of the trap sound can come from some specific scales or styles, and in my experience, the Aeolian scale or the natural minor scale is one of those things. We're going to play not even the whole scale, just the scale that falls within this chord. So we're going to play the chord, and let's play the notes that are within that chord, or at least around it. So start with C, D, E flat, and the other three notes is the F, G, and A flat. So those are your two groups of notes. You want to get used to playing those notes a lot, knowing where they are. And you can even mess around with combining them together. And you'll probably start to hear some of that minor scale sound that's very typical in trap melodies. In fact, oftentimes what trap melodies do is they take an arpeggiation. So let's go back to our chord. And a lot of times what we'll do is break the chord up into parts. So instead of playing all the notes together, we'll go. So you can see how I'm sort of oscillating between the different notes of the chord. That's an arpeggiation. And arpeggiation doesn't have to just go up and down again. It could actually create some variations within that. So maybe we'll add a note not from the triad or those three notes together, but a note that was in that group of notes that we played earlier. So let's take the D and add that to our arpeggiation. So now we've added a little bit of variation using what we would call a non-chord tone. Another great non-chord tone is, of course, that A flat. That's the minor sixth interval. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a minor sixth, which has a certain amount of dissonance to it. And because it's so close to the G of our C minor chord, it sounds really nice if you go down like that. So you can do something like this. And there's kind of a typical trap melody. So you can take this and run with it. You can make trap melodies that are right within that minor chord sequence. You could do this with different minor chords, obviously, like an E flat minor chord is the same principle. So, as a producer, try to find all the different minor chords on the keyboard. Use this pattern for yourself. Use your ear if you need to, but it's a pretty simple approach. It's not the only approach, obviously, to trap. Trap is a hugely diverse, varied style of music with a lot of different creativity put into it, but this is just one approach that you can try out. And in my opinion, I find this helps students get started making trap melodies that they like. So hopefully you got something out of this video. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like button and subscribe. This is a new channel. The support is always much appreciated. And if you're into music production for yourself, check out the link in the description to the Gumroad store, where there's a bunch of free stuff to check out, a lot of promo stuff you can download for free, no questions asked, and we'll have a sample pack coming out at the end of this month for you to check out as well. So I'll see you around in the next video. Have fun making music.